forgot how to make it where as though my phone will go the way I want it to go. Oh man. Yes. Up with the shakers and the movers. That one set. There you go. That's a good set. What is the getting the right at? You know what I mean? A little water, bro. Yes, 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 yes. Bro. Bro. The internet is going bananas right now. There's a lot of stuff going on the internet, y'all. That I want to get busy. You know what I mean? For a lot of dudes, Cardi B back on the market, so I know dudes happy about that. I know a lot of people happy about that. Cardi D on the market. You know what I mean? Oh man, BG. Oh man, share this video right now. I got to share this video. I am mad I don't have my old phone. I need to share this video. That's what I need to do. I need to put my video on pause for 1 second. If y'all see a little glitch, it ain't y'all, it's me. You know what I mean? Thank you, bro. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate that, bro. But I got the 3 topics that I want to talk about this morning. And I know everybody is on one. Hold up. Everybody is on one. Yes, I'm in a car. And I got to go to work. You know what I mean? And I got to give y'all this hidden gem. I won't really take this to get an oil change. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I'm gonna take this to get an oil change one day. But let's go. Alright, bet. Share the video. Listen, y'all. Yeah. I gotta get myself together, bro. Cause I'm on the go. This one of those contests on the go, man. But listen, man. Hey. Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Like the video. It's 2 people in the chat right now. Like the video right now, man. I gotta get to this. Where my bud? You gonna roll that blunt out for me? It's gonna be quick. Cause I got to hit the fans with what they looking for. The fans is looking for some shit. My man. Whoa. I want to say something, right? And I'm going to start it out like this, man. You know, hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Share the video for me. You get what I'm saying? Share the video for me. You know what I mean? The video need to be shared. This need to be shared because I'm ready to really kick some real game right now. I'm ready to be a honcho. A hondo. All right. Boom. First thing on my vlog, the infamous DC rat is released from prison, Rayful Edmonds. Now, if you anything like me, I spoke about this kind of sort of on a Thursday show, but if you anything about me, I like Don Diva magazines. I like all those magazines. You get what I'm saying? The Feds magazine, The Source, you know, anywhere you could get resources. I grew up Sub-Zeros, Come Up DVD, any DVD they put out, anything to learn about the gangsters. I liked it to watch. You know, when I was, you know, really heavy in the streets as a, you know, a young man, teenage boy, going into my 20s, I watched and heard about a lot of stories. So at the time, you know, one of the infamous stories was Ray. They have a DVD out if you never saw it. It's called Ray. They tell the whole story of Rayful Edmonds. And Rayful Edmonds was a young nigga out of DC getting a whole lot of money. So much money, it was like he was the big meat of the 90s. And money was so plentiful back in the 90s, in those days, that, You know, he wasn't the only dude getting that type of money around the world, around ghettos in America, because in the 90s and the 80s, you heard about the big stories. That's the Rich Porters, the Midget Mollies, the Fricks, the Uniques. You get what I'm saying? The Lily Jones. I mean, that he more like the 70s, 80s. The Peanut Kings, you know what I mean? The Dennis, you know what I mean? You hear all these legendary hustlers, right? Mr. Rudy. These dudes from the 70s and the 80s, we heard about our infamous hustlers, right? Okay. Some of the legendary men from Baltimore that has come home, such as Mr. Peanut King, Mr. Dennis Wise, Mr. Rudy Williams, and a lot of gangsters. You get what I'm saying? Stover came home. A lot of gangsters, Sean, came home. A lot of dudes came home and did their time. They don't have that infamous rat story. And some of these guys was getting some money, right? You get what I'm saying? Some guys was hearing that they was getting some money. So some of these guys was in jail 30 and 40 years. But these guys stood on man time and stood on business. Rayful Edmonds was a hustler out of DC, got a lot of money. When things got hot and the feds kicked in the door, everybody know the story. It's public records. He went in strong. He went in strong at first, like a man's supposed to do, and then next thing you know, he just fucked his whole name up. Then his reason for doing what he was doing was to save his mother, family, whatever he wanted to do. That was his reason for doing what he's doing. Now, what I say is he's home from jail. And we know that they're going to make a biopic about him. He's going to make money. And one thing that the vlogs is talking about, especially my guy, Keeping It a G, News is talking about, dudes is praising that. And what I say is, if you want to praise, you know, a rat or somebody that did some fucked up shit that come from the urban community that don't deserve it, that's your thing. But I look at it like one of the guys that came home that wasn't getting a lot of that. I felt like he got a lot of attention, but I felt like a lot of the underground vlogs, such as myself and other channels that's doing way better than mine, wasn't big on the Tony Lewis story. You know, he's a person that Rayful Edmonds, you know, helped put in prison. You know what I mean? He's a person that Rayful helped put in prison. So I say this, and this is my whole point, that when you do some fucked up shit in the streets, right? And you go to jail and you choose to testify and you choose to be a rat. I don't care how many years you serve in jail. You forever a rat. If you're a pedophile and you get life and then they overturn your sentence, you're forever a pedophile. Only people go in prison and change, bro. I mean, excuse me, everybody can go and change, find God, find religion, action, because nobody knows God's work. God is God. Nobody can control what your conversation is with God, and if God forgive you, that's none of our business, right? But in land and humanity, right, to civilians and people that's not street guys, to people that's street guys, a rat is not honorable. Especially a rat is not honorable in no type of ways. A rat is not honorable with the government. They call it a whistleblower. They even get offended by it because a rat is not a person, your girl, and you know, you done did some dumb shit out of her car and they ready to lock her up for it, and she choose to say that my boyfriend did it. You know what I mean? That's not that situation. If you engage in criminal activities, you become the boss and you become the head honcho. And I don't care if they're going to take your mother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your grandmother, and dig everybody about the dirt and charge them. You have to stand on the code of honor. You have to stand on, I'm not cooperating with the police. If I have to die in the cell, I lived the life and did the things for me to die in the cell. And when you go to trial, one thing they say, yo, what comes after a sentence appeal? And it's a fact that there's plenty of men that went to jail illegally, got their sentence overturned. It's plenty of men that didn't get their sentence overturned. It's plenty of men that committed some of these heroic crimes and worked their law and got themselves out of jail, that didn't take the cooperation opportunity. So, but these dudes are getting out of jail and getting more money than me and you. You know what I mean? Straight up. They content blow up. They get hundreds of thousands of views. People interview them. People talk about them. You know, we got to talk about them as journalists. It's the hottest thing on the internet. You either talk about it or you miss out. But the credibility in the praising thing shouldn't be allowed, because you're not praising these men that stood on business, who lost their family, who mothers was up for jeopardy too. Rayful Edmonds ain't the only motherfucker that mother probably got locked up in that situation. No. You know what I mean? And I just want to give flowers to like Tony Lewis. I was a kid when these guys got locked up. And, you know, I read about their stories and Dawn Divas and different shit like that and DVDs. I don't know them personally, but Tony Lewis stood on business, did his time like a man, and his little boy advocated for him for years to help him get out of prison. Now he's home reaping the benefits that kings get when they out of the slave master dunya. So he's reaping them benefits. But I'm just saying, though, Rayful Edmonds is going to come home and people are going to praise him more than they praise Tony Lewis, or more than they praise Peanut King, or more than they praise Rudy Williams, because he did the Hollywood thing that's was solidified today. He did the thing that they're making, like Keeping the G said, that they're making cool. You know what I mean? They're setting people up for saying, oh, yo, if you rat and you go do 30 years, you can come home and still tell your legendary rat story. I was talking to Kenny about this. I said, yo, no matter what we try to do, and no matter how the streets stand on the nigga wild, the nigga's gonna get interviews. You get what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm quite sure people want to hear, why did you tell on all these people? You get what I'm saying? Why did you do what you did? Was your mother really gonna go to jail? You know what I mean? Did your mother deserve to go to jail? Was your mother involved? It's certain questions that people want to know from him, and there's nothing wrong from the journalist aspect. But us dudes that grew up in the urban community, who is dudes out here that been lied on and said, oh, that nigga telling, and come find out he's not telling. You got dudes that actually went through somebody cooperating with the police and fucked their whole family up, bro. You don't get props and credits for that where I come from. You know what I mean? And nobody's trying, rest in peace of Nipsey Hussle, and nobody's not trying to ever get Nipsey Hussle. If you're not a street guy and you're not in the street no more, you don't have to address street shit. But if you know the rules and the laws of the land, you do not have to participate in shit that you know was wrong, whether it was in 1940 or whether it was in 2024. You know what I mean? Rayful Edmonds is a cold-blooded rat, just like a lot of rats around the world. And like I said, God forgives. You know what I mean? You repent for your sins and you deal with God on a religion level, but humanity, we human, and God know we not perfect. And that's just a sin that's unforgivable. You know what I mean? That's just a sin that's truly unforgivable, bro. You cannot forgive that sin. You know what I mean? And I just feel like those guys are going to be able to write books, do documentaries, and people are going to do movies on it, because it's $1 million business and money doesn't have no loyalty on it. You know what I mean? When people create content, they don't care. They care about views and money. But it's some of us out here just be like, yo, I can't do it just because, you know, my brother, I seen people testify against my brother. So I'm like, damn, bro, you know, fucking with somebody that's into that. No, I believe in you do the crime, you do the time. I believe in, hey, man, it get lonely down that highway sometimes, but you can't take nobody with you, bro. You know what I mean? It's always a breath, always some light at the end of the road. This man is still in jail fighting for it. Wayne Perry, bunch of dudes in jail fighting for their freedom that still been in jail. Boy George, you know, a lot of dudes that my man Mark Hollingsworth, no, a lot of dudes are still in prison fighting, and sentence was fucked up and they got over sentenced and they still not ratting. You get what I'm saying? They still not ratting. They still don't take that privilege to break the code of honor, bro. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. It is being publicized and advertising that telling is cool. You could tell if you're involved in criminal activities and you don't want to get a lot of time, so you go against your friends or your co-defendants. That's fucked up. That shouldn't be preached. That shouldn't be taught. If you're not into criminal activity and you're not engaging in nothing, then the police and the prosecutors are well on your side, because that's what they're there for. But the day that you jump out the porch and pick up a gun, pick up some drugs, go on a robbery, choose to be a pedophile, choose to rape women, choose to run these scams, it's consequences for your action. And you can't bring the whole army down. But it's an old saying, it's no honor amongst thieves. It's no honor amongst the cutthroat business. So, hey, some dudes like it. Some dudes hate it. I'm not with it. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, man, God created us. So you got to answer to God. But here with humanity, I'm not saying I hate people. I'm not saying I'm doing this. I'm not saying I'm doing that. I'm just saying I can't fuck with it. So if I had the opportunity to get the interview, it would be a no for me just because I live by, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in the streets anymore, but I was in the streets for a long time and I understand that code. And if I do something that I'm involved in, I'm going to do my time like a man. And anybody that don't do their time like a man and do what they supposed to do as a man, I don't have no respect. I can't respect that. So next, man, we got on list Cardi B. How many kids Cardi B and Offset got? 2, 1. They got 2, 1. How many kids? They got 2 kids. Cardi B want to get divorced from Offset. And she said it ain't got nothing to do with no cheating or nothing. It's long overdue. Sometimes I feel like when you are a celebrity and you and your significant other is a celebrity, sometimes, yo, that bullshit can just be in the public eye. You know what I mean? Like, when your relationship is in the public eye and you famous and y'all choose to go, you know, public with your relationship, that's a room for disaster because you have no privacy. You get what I'm saying? You have no, both of y'all big celebrities and Temptations is a motherfucker. But if your significant other getting millions of dollars or making their money off of something that don't require them to be all in the public eye and put your relationship on blast, you that person on blast, I think those relationships last longer. But when both of y'all into that shit, it's just too many people around, too many eyes, too many ears around, and motherfuckers get fed up. You know, average woman want to go home every night to her significant others. And then, you know, being a rapper, you stay on the road. Then if you a dude and your girl always on the road, I don't know what happened between them people, but I'm always cheering for black love. I'm always cheering for the black man and make it work with the black woman so our households and our community can be stronger, bro, that they can fight through anything. But at the end of the day, you know, my girl always said, females always say, you're not going to stick around for the sake of the kids. You're not going to stick around for the sake of success and kill your sanity. So I don't know her reasons for filing with divorce, and I'm not even that type of dude to get into that, but I thought it was interesting. Like, damn, I thought they was cool because, you know, he dropped that album not too long ago and they was on there and then they was talking shit. They was like giving me the Pap and Remy vibe a little bit. You know what I mean? They was giving a little Pap and Remy. That's it, nothing big. You know, we were just cheering for them. You know what I mean? Us couples out here, or, you know, us people just seeing somebody happy on TV and some of our favorite celebs, you be like, yo, I hope that work out for them. We don't want to see them going through hell and back. But, you know, that's what it is. So, listen. The boy BG dropped the diss on the boy Turk. Oh, man. Oh, man. BG did his thing. B Jizzle did his thing on this one, man. I think BG washed Turk. If they don't come to common grounds and sit down and talk and rap about it and work something out, and BG say he's not doing it, no more handouts, no more carrying niggas on their back. He said, you got what Wack called me a rat. You should have got spanked for that. I say that's the icing on the cake. And that's a fact. Wack called the man a rat. You link up with Wack when to talk about the man. That's fucked up. You know what I mean? That hot boy thing or that Louisiana thing, that uptown thing should have been between y'all, man. BG let the bing spin. I'm a hot boy Turk fan. I'm a BG fan. I'm a whole Cash Money fan. And you like, I don't know those guys personally, but I'm a big fan of BG, a little bit more than Turk. And I just got to side with my man because it's just certain whole shit that men shouldn't do. It's just certain whole shit that men shouldn't do, bro. And the BG don't come off as the guy, especially BG fresh out the joint. So when you fresh out the joint, you be on that man law before you get uptownalized. And what I mean that before you get used to the bullshit about uptown and try to adapt, you know what I mean? You be that way. So BG still got the yard in him, so he not going for that. But yeah, you was with Wack. You got to talk and you got a little too drunk on Drink Champ. And I thought the Drink Champ interview was dope. I thought it was deep, but I thought Turk talked too much. And I feel like you knew they was going to be at Essence Fest. You hot boy Turk, I'm quite sure you could have got through the back door, or did they blackball him out? And like I said, I was feeling Wayne when they say Wayne ain't really performed with the Hot Boys because they did what they did with Turk. I was feeling that because it's a fact. It's no Hot Boy without Turk. But Turk, have you been really running your mouth, doing a lot of whole shit? And now, you know what I mean, you got the guys kind of pissed off at you, especially BG. BG was sending you over while you was in jail, making sure you was good, keeping it 100 with you. But you don't think that hurt your man that you standing with a nigga that's calling him a rat? Or you even conversating with this nigga, and you not on the internet checking this nigga? That, to me, I didn't want to hear nothing else because you did do that. Not the count that BG said that you wanted to do to slap you to go viral. Stuff like that, I don't know nothing about that. You know, I heard rumors of that, but that's really none of my business. I'm a man. I'm a man, and I stay on man time. So, but you kicking it with Watt, why they calling your friend a rat, I think that's a technical foul on your behalf. And then like the Drink Champ interview you did was a viral moment and it was epic. I kind of understood, but you got a little bit too under the influence and you start talking about things that wasn't for Drink Champ. You could have told your whole life story and shared some Hot Boy memories, but you knew how to carry some of those answers. Even if you felt 100% like that, y'all guys still got unfinished business and y'all still a legendary group. So I feel like Hot Boy Turk, for you to go and, you know what I mean, just be talking and doing the most, bro. Like, you chasing that. You was home for years before BG. You know, you was home for years and you was saying free BG, BG Fridays. You was doing all that. And I thought y'all was good. But when a man is your man and your homie is your homie, bro, God stand on business sometimes, bro. God stand on business sometimes. And you getting with Whack and you over talking on Drink Champ, man, might have killed the anniversary that we all been waiting for with the Hot Boys. And they saying they might do a Hot Boy reunion without you, but I don't think Wayne going for that. But if them boys sit down and all vote that you was on like some whole shit, you know what I mean? They gotta have a Hot Boy reunion, just throw Birdman and Manny Fresh on it. I think it's still to be good. It's still to hurt the fans. We still want to see Turk on some of them epic songs that we love that Turk was on. But Turk, I don't know. But one thing I think you should do is go make it right with your dog. And I think BG was dead for you, man, when you got locked up when none of them niggas was fucking with you. When none of them niggas was fucking with you, BG was dead. And you said that. That ain't nothing that we making up. You saying he was dead for you. And yeah, man, I think you need to get off that shit. True story, true to life, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. And like I said again, man, the diss record was deep. And if Turk applied to this might be still BG helping him. You get what I'm saying? Because Turk, you know what I mean, need the alley hoop. You know what I mean? I'm quite sure he want to have his viral moments on the rack. And like I said again, you know, I like Turk. But I think some of the shit that BG was saying was violent. I think some of the shit that BG was saying was valid. And I think Turk was out of order. But the diss record, listen to the diss record. He gets into full details in the diss record. BG got fully into the details on the diss record. He didn't leave nothing out. You know what I mean? So I understand as a fan, and you know what I'm saying, as a content creator, I understand totally what BG was saying. I really do. I understand 100% what BG was saying, bro. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Dudes be hanging with dudes saying wild shit and think it's all right, you know, playing both sides. Or you just can't do that. Sometimes you just stay neutral. You know what I mean? With that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know, but this fade and internet is vicious. It's vicious. Dudes would do anything for clout. Shout out to the Migos. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Dudes would do anything for clout, bro. Dudes will fuck up their relationships, their brotherhood, their friendships, their block, their name in the streets to have a viral moment, to be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube famous, bro. Like, bro, be a little patient. You gonna get your cake. Turk would have just made out just telling a bunch of Hot Boy stories and a bunch of jail stories and just keeping it a hondo and not really speaking about that shit. Especially if motherfucker ain't giving them no real money to speak about it. And he's speaking about it, speak about it on your platform, but telling that to other niggas, you know what I mean, and linking up with all these wild niggas that's going against the grain, whether the family having problems or not, you still ain't supposed to go against the family when you at odds. That's what dudes don't understand. If I'm beefing with my brother and don't like my brother, I'm not gonna tell his ops where he at. And I got a serious issue with one of my brothers. I don't fuck with him, but I'm not gonna tell his ops where it's at. That's straight up fuck shit. Regardless if I don't care what happened to him or not, I'm just not gonna put them together. That ain't man law. So when you got up there with Whack 100, I think that really damaged your relationship. When you got with Whack 100 and just even talked and conversated, I think that damaged you and BG relationship. BG kept it in, the parole people was on his ass. He was wop. Now he dropped the record. And I'm just saying, I'm waiting for Turk to respond. Man. Before I wrap up, though, man, like I say, man, the DC infamous rat, Rayful Edmonds. And DC is a land of real people. Real men, real women, real stand-up guys that held their city on their back through their journeys, whether it's just getting money in the streets, whether it's going in the feds, whether it's going in the states, whether it's just taking care of their men, taking care of their family and holding it down. We have substantial men and women all across the ghettos of America. And you could be in the suburbs and still be 100. You get what I'm saying? We respect that. So not no one apple or no couple apples can destroy your whole state legacy. You get what I'm saying? I love, I got a few dudes out DC that I have a lot of love and respect. I respect the district for what they've been through and the struggles that they go through. They go through the same struggles as us in Baltimore. And we see things the same way, man. We don't respect rats and fucked up niggas. Straight up and down. Some shit can be forgiven, but some shit just can't be forgiven. And it ain't none of our business. A lot of us is doing content wasn't out back then. Wasn't even on them niggas level. We talking, the man made $70 million a day. But at the end of the day, what he did in the process of when things went down to make that $70 million a day was some straight fuck shit that I don't respect. The OGs don't respect and nobody respect. Whether you from Baltimore, DC, Maryland, Virginia, New York, Atlanta, goddamn Texas, California, Denver, Colorado, Milwaukee. If you involved in something and you choose to turn against the gang to save your mother, your wife, your kids, your house or whatever, you's a fucked up nigga. Especially if you's involved in murders, a whole bunch of shit. You's a fucked up nigga, bro. You supposed to stand like the king that you said you are and take your stones like a man. And if you survive, you survive. If you take the way to being cooperating with the state, you forever a rat. And I know that infamous rats are gonna make money because it's film directors out here that know how to put that shit together and make millions of dollars. I'm not stopping that. I'm not knocking that because that's a person's story. A rat is a human being. So a rat has a story. You can write books and people want to know why you did it. And some people are interested in talking about it. Look, I made a vlog about it. People are interested in talking about it because it is a legendary rat story from DC. That doesn't define DC culture, none of that. It's infamous rat stories from Baltimore. It's infamous rat stories from everywhere. But that boy got one of them big boy stories, bro, that good God Almighty, that these creators in Hollywood is going to have a field day with that Rayful Evans story, bro. I know the DVDs that people wasn't watching back then that I seen 20 years ago. I know they going up. I know the Rayful Evans stock that went up. He's out to verify everything that people heard and read. He's home to verify that now. And I think he's going to verify it. You know what I mean? That's a big story. I think somebody going to make a movie. I think he's going to be on Hulu, Netflix, or Tubi or something. Shout out to the Marlo Stanfield from Baltimore, Cat Eye Tony, Dennis Wise, Peanut King, Rudy Williams, Goody, Howie, Stover, Tony Bay, you know what I mean? Fat Bryant off of Woodland Avenue, Naughty. You get what I'm saying? My man Burnt Face Timmy. You get what I'm saying? Rendell. You know what I mean? They just a few names of guys. You know what I mean? Are free and some guys still behind the wall standing on 10 toes that would never pick that option to kill their fucking dignity. You know what I mean? If I'm in, I'm in, bro. I ain't breaking the rules because these white prosecutors or black or Spanish prosecutors want me to do that. No. That is a no. You cannot do that. And I'm going to tell you, too, watch out for them people that be lying saying that people are doing this stuff and they not doing this stuff. You got to watch out. You know what I mean? Rayful Edmonds really testified. Nicky Barnes really testified. Alpo really testified. It's dudes in Baltimore really testify whose name is really on black and white, bro. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. And these dudes are getting free again, whatever the paperwork, whatever, however time that they got. And they worked for it. And it wasn't the right work. And it's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up, bro. And it's like we glorifying taking the short way out after you indulge in criminal activities. That's not fair, man. That's not fair, man. You shouldn't even be able to cooperate if you got a criminal record. That's fucked up. You shouldn't be able to cooperate at all. If you got a criminal record, how you know this nigga not lying to save himself? How you know all 100 people that Rayful told on he wasn't lying on them people to save himself? You get what I'm saying? All right, how do you know a rat not lying? That's just what I'm saying. And then y'all believe that shit and send the next man or the next woman to jail and fuck up hundreds of families because this nigga was the fucking $70 million man and he choose to cooperate. And when he cooperate, he fucked a lot of real men up like Tony Lewis and, you know, them other guys, you know, that's out of D.C. that had to take the look or lick, or dudes that wasn't from D.C. that took the lick, all because you was on some soft shit. You was on some soft shit. You know what I mean? You was on some soft shit. It's thousands of men that could have took that opportunity that didn't take that opportunity. Thousands. And we have hundreds of them coming home, bro. Coming home, they had to do a lot. They gray hair, they back, but they stood on what they supposed to stood on, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not saying crime is right. I'm not saying being in the streets is cool. Don't do that. But, bro, if you do that, you end. It's like you putting your dick up in a girl and you get her pregnant and you know it's your child and you choose not to take care of it. Use a douchebag. Use a piece of shit. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's the same thing with ratting. It's wrong. Certain things just wrong. You're wrong being an adult, dealing with children. You're a pedophile. It's wrong. Certain things is just wrong. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. It's no way that you can explain certain shit in life. It's wrong. You can't do it. But in 2024 and so on, fuck shit is being glorified. You know what I mean? You can be a rat as long as you got millions of dollars and you kill 50 people, you come home, write a few books, get a movie, and do your thing. That's spelling out the wrong thing. That's spelling out the wrong thing. That's spelling out the wrong thing. And some of these gangster stories and some of these epic moments in the ghetto, we read about it through the Fed magazines, the Dawn Diva, and like I said, Pacer, and you know, these channels that's telling these stories. And like I said, Rayful Edmonds had DVDs particularly named after him. A lot of black film creators and black documentary specialists created different stories of the Rayful Edmonds thing. You know what I mean? I seen them all back then. You know what I mean? To the point I want to go back and watch more. Like, dang. You get them? So I want to watch them again. Like, dang, bro. Because your butt, like I said, you ain't got to go watch them. Give it in the next 6 months. Give it about 2025. Be all types of shit coming out in stories. And you know Vlad going to chase him. Say cheese and no jumper. Gonna give him 10, 20,000 to come talk to him. So it's going to be dudes that's going to pay him the money. And the first 5 interviews, the only one that count. Everything after that is just a piggyback off the first 5. I don't even know. You know, he was on 60 Minutes. Like, he already had big boy interviews when he was telling and doing this. He already been in the limelight, so he know what this media about. He probably already made a deal on book deals and movie deals. He probably already done this shit already. Straight up. He probably already making the moves and going to bust the moves. Straight up. But hey, yo, make sure y'all hit that notification button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment, man. Just one of the episodes in the book, man. Rayful Edmonds, man, free from jail. Cardi B asking for a divorce, and BT dropped a diss on Turk. Make sure y'all go check all that out and subscribe to Rawdope Podcast. And I'll be tapping in tonight, man, with some late night news, man.